Hi, David. Hi, Nina.
Hi.
Ah,
I guess my first question is for you, Nina, because I always think about when I see The Wire about how the corner kind of proceeded. And I know you was a producer on the corner, and that story, although it didn't have the same stylistic feel of The Wire, it was talking about the same, type of subject matter. And I wonder, like, as you've seen the lineage of shows after The Wire, like currently we have Snowfall and everything else, do you see like a continued lineage of The Wire still on TV?
huh. Um, you know, I'm sure that The Wire has influenced some other shows. I don't know. Just because it's out there, it's part of the popular culture now, which is amazing to us, actually. Not nothing we ever really expected, but I think, once we started DVDs and streaming and on demand, there's so many ways that people can watch the show now. um, that I'm sure that helped. I can't really say what influenced those other writers.
Yeah, yeah. David, I know that so many people have learned so much from watching The Wire. And I know as a creator, as you create these stories and everything, that you have an idea where you want to go and everything. But did you learn anything from the people's reaction to the story that you didn't think about before? I mean, did you?
I did. Uh, hmm. And you have to credit a lot of this to the actors because they're bringing an awful lot of humanity to. I'm writing words. Other writers are writing words, but ultimately they delivered this three dimensional humanity. Um, so I got to credit the writers and also the actors with this symbiosis. As we saw these people on screen and saw what we were building, um, everybody became distinct. Um, Poot wasn't Bodie. Bodie wasn't Wallace. You could put three guys at a table. Their voices and their outlook on life were all distinctly different, even though all three of them were basically playing, teenage slingers in a low rise in West Baltimore. Um, the intimacy that the actors brought, and then how people allied with them and how those lives instantly mattered to people. Um, we saw it when we were filming, like in neighborhoods in West Baltimore, East Baltimore, Lower Park Heights or whatever. And the actors would, these actors would come out of the trailers and they'd get ready to work, and people would regard them as if they were almost familiar neighborhood folks
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
being instead, Bodie from around the way rather than, Bodie, a professional actor from, New Jersey, New York. Um, uh, that had a power to it. Made us feel as if we were at least connecting with it was an America that hadn't had a lot of uh, A-list drama made about it. There were a million shows that were about doctors and lawyers and Indian chiefs in one America, and then there was this other America that had been, it wasn't just on the outside economically and politically, it was on the outside culturally.
yeah.
Um, although there was a lot of, obviously there was a lot of cultural arbitration and cultural creation that came from those neighborhoods. I mean, I'm not, there was a power, I mean, we were certainly, but something was going on there. And yeah, I was just proud to be a part of it. I was proud to be on that ride.
There's so many bold stories that came out of The Wire and characters, and I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I feel like Michael K. Williams' character as Omar, as this gay gangster, was like so groundbreaking for just black people in the hood or whatever that's watching TV and watching this character that could root for this character. I mean, I know that I don't know if you uh, know about the perceived homophobia in the black community that was back there, but I feel like Michael K. Williams broke down a lot of that. Like for me, like I don't know if I could have rooted for that character before you created it. I want to know like the creation of that character. Where did that come from? And
happy accident.
He's a good friend too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, a lot of it came from Michael K. But it was a happy accident to write that character as gay, and it was a practicality as well. There is a lot of homophobia, particularly in the Black community, and certainly at that time there was more. 20 years ago, and we found that we wanted to have gay characters in the world. We were creating a schematic of Baltimore. We wanted somebody to be gay. Because somebody is gay. That is what the world is, and we wanted to represent the world. So in the police department, I mean, I knew in my entire time covering the police department, I knew maybe one male officer who was openly gay. The homophobia was pretty firm, and it was a tough thing to champion your homosexuality in the Baltimore Police Department. But I knew several women who were, many actually, who were openly lesbian. And so Kima became Kima. It was a place to do that business and do it properly. And within the organized drug trade, there was a lot of homophobia. And you weren't going to be able to, it's very hierarchical and very male. But the idea of Omar, this character who was an independent operator and basically answered to no one, he could be openly gay. And so we made him openly gay. And then I knew of two guys who used to, Cadillac and Lowe, Lowe being the younger guy, who used to rob drug dealers back in the 70s. Ed Burns knew him. And in the stories about them, I had always assumed they were gay, that they were lovers. And so I basically, for a script, I said, here we go with Omar. I'm pulling some stories from Cadillac and Lowe. And when Ed saw the script, he said, Cadillac and Lowe weren't gay. And I said, they weren't? And he said, no, Billy Outlaw was gay. Like, Ed knew all the guys who stuck up drug dealers. I said, Cadillac, they were just, Lowe was younger, but he just, that was his mentor.
Yeah.
And I said, well, all right. Omar's gay now, so a little bit.
We out of time. I just gotta say, nobody's talking about Boston Legal and Deadwood. I mean, Lost as a drama series that you guys that won Emmys and stuff back in the day, but everybody's still talking about The Wire.
We got our ass kicked on Sunday night by Desperate Housewives. I mean, they mopped the floor with us. So there you go.
Well, look, y'all deserve all the roses for all the stuff y'all created and continue to create. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.